Decatur Street, the French Quarter, New Orleans. Off the muggy, stinking street and up these stairs to a shabby sanctuary of noise and smoke above. Safe a haven for the thin children who paint their faces white, smudge eyes black with cheap makeup. No, man, this shit's better than X, I swear. Sick or bored enough with life and light, they court death and darkness. Self-styled children of the night and clueless poseurs and fervent wannabes. Falling Giannis and Death's little sister one night only. Pain and fashion and calculated despair. Can we go back in now? Please? I wanted the hands. All of them so busy with their own nightmares, actual and assumed, that they don't see the real thing when it walks through the door. Souvenirs, Part 3.
Jeez, what a racket.
Shut up. Someone's going to hear you.
You can tell him you're a ventriloquist. Anyway, no one's gonna hear anything over all this noise. I can't even hear myself think.
Well, Hey, who said you could bring that bird in here? Oh, I don't go anywhere without him these days. He's my little buddy. Hey, I couldn't care less, but it's gonna be my butt that gets chewed out if he craps on anyone. Don't worry about that. He's housebroken. Aren't you, Birdie? The heart is only half the physical catalyst, Gabe. We still need 2 eyes. It's not a difficult spell, but it's powerful, and everything has to be perfect. We'll need time and a place we won't be disturbed. When the binding is done, all his secrets, all his powers, everything he is, will be ours, Gabe. Sometimes you sound like you're making fun of me, like you're making this whole thing up as you go along. I'm not making fun of you. That was a damn stupid thing to say. All this power will be ours. You sound fucking ridiculous. You know that, don't you? You sound like a goddamn comic book. This isn't even about you. This is between me and him. I really don't need you, Echo. Gabriel, stop. No, goddammit, this time you're going to listen. Oh, God. He's here, Gabe. At the bar, Jesus, he's real. Bullshit, I didn't feel him coming. Maybe you were too busy talking to notice. Now just move your ass, boyfriend. I think I have to piss.
You do that?
I've never had to before, but I think I have to now. Hey, watch it. I guess I'm about to find out, though. One way or another, you're coming with me?
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Lock it. There's no lock. There's not a lock on this fucking door. I'm not ready for this, Gabe. We need a time to prepare, someplace private, and we still have to get the eyes. We have the eyes, Echo. Hey, you're that guy, aren't you? The guy in that band from, you're him. Cool bird.
Christ.
No, look, I have to. What, did that bird just say something? It did just say Christ. Sure as hell look like him. Kate, please. I swear you look just like him. Peanuts. See? He did it again. Excuse me? I'm very sorry. I never meant for you to get hurt. And there are voices. Then voices outside the door, and so he hurries. And in hurrying forgets their prize, cold meat and sharp white twists, but it's not important. He isn't taking the eye for Echo's spell. He's invented his own trick. We're wasting time.
Yeah, well, coming to this joint was your idea.
Perhaps I was wrong.
Yeah, well, nobody's like that more than me. But maybe you ought to get a look at this before we throw a party.
Ugh. Jesus, Gabriel. Made you sound a whole hell of a lot bigger. Where is he? Gone. It's just gone. Where has he gone? I don't have time to play games with you. Get bent. Yeah, you take it. Go ahead, you really think I give a shit anymore?
What's he talking about? And what is that?
Goon, it's what he wanted you to do. It's what you're supposed to do, you stupid, predictable bastard.
Would it have worked?
That birdie was a little surprised the kiddies had waiting for me. Maybe. Maybe not. That sort of depends on how much brighter this little boy is than he looks. But I think not. We have no idea what's at stake. I don't know what you are, but I know you're not invincible. Surely you know that. There are ways of holding anything. You take it and do whatever it is you do. Find him and get this over with. One way or another, end it.
No, wait. Don't you see what's happening? Cut him and you're no better than the first Corinthian.
I never said I was better than anyone, Raven. There are things I need.
You think you're the only one that ever got hungry? If the first of you spooky fucks had shown a little self-control, none of this would have happened. If I'd shown a little when I was alive, I might still be a man. The boss didn't make us to be predators. They're only mortals, and if you want to deal with them, then for Christ's sake, do it on your terms. Show this guy what he really is. That's what you were made to do.
Screw this. You owe the burglar your life, boy. Whatever's left of it. If you're real lucky. You'll never have the boards to collect. No, you can't just leave me like this. You can't leave me here. The dreaming. He knows now that he never intended to come back here, had meant only to find the impostor, and that last duty performed, call it even, but here he is, loyal horror, a legend phantom, good monster, and knowing that he had a choice doesn't really make much of a difference. Not much of a difference at all. Get out of the damned road, you fucking crackhead! Hey, you wipe your feet next time, you hear? He misses Echo already, but that doesn't mean he needs Echo. That much he does understand. His own dark trick. Open wide. As in place, the librarian told the Raven, this flaw between worlds shrinking now, evaporating. There's probably a word for this in one of Lucian's books. But if there is, the nightmare doesn't know it. Something sucks and one economical synonym for closure. Come on, boy. I'm waiting for you. And with these small ripples, Sleeper's hand plunged into a cold and burning pool, the dreamquake begins. The consequence, finally, spreading from one world to another, and it rolls like voiceless thunder. The ripples spread, and something with vast and leathery bad wings forgets the small thing it's been torturing, and stares fearfully towards the Corinthian's glassy pit. Just beyond the indefinite borders of nightmare, a locomotive is derailed moments before it can be robbed by the dreaming investment banker waiting on the other side of the bridge. Farther out still, in the tall and rambling house that holds all the universe's secrets, kitschy arcana and dusty bric-a-brac tumbles noisily to the floor. In his library, the librarian of books never written steadies a bottle of ink, the precise color of the shadows beneath a flock of pterodactyls. Matthew? And he could still walk away. Allow the careless shock of this violation to tear a hole so big that 2 worlds, a million worlds, might spill irrevocably into one another. He could let these tremors grow, as mad as Gabriel Ash's pain and anger, as wild, until there's nothing left but the slumbering rubble. There's no one to force his hand. He has a choice. He will always have a choice. And face to face with this boy, finally. This boy he knows, though they've never met. And the things he's remembering that he never did, the sweet red things. Memories from another life, memories inherited like the color of his hair and his appetites. Remembering, in this place that smells like cooking and dust and fear, this place gone as stale as old bread. Kept like a photograph or a leaf pressed between yellowing pages, mental keepsake, so a terrible handful of moments can never be forgotten. Gabriel. I hate you, fucker. So wounds can never heal. I think that's the way it's supposed to work. Son of a bitch. I assure you, I didn't have a mother of any sort. You think this is funny? You think this is all some kind of goddamn joke? No. Well, yes, maybe I do. Just a little bit. I mean, the way all the shit is connected. An unguarded nightmare gets horny, gets loose and steals the eyes of pretty young boys. Except probably because he's such a general fuck-up to begin with, he fails to finish the job in this one particular case. One little shit left alive in East Bumblefuck, Georgia. One sorry little slip of a boy who gets it in his head that it's easier to hurt others than feel his own pain. And of course, this snot has no idea that his tormentor was punished severely for his transgressions. No idea that the rest of the universe has moved on, because it's so much easier to play pretend than just get the hell over it. So much better to pretend he's a predator, instead of just another one of the victims. No! Yes, Gabriel, that's precisely what you've done. Because it feels so much better, doesn't it? Being the tiger instead of a cow, even if it's only a paper tiger. Just between you and me, I don't care if you'd rather hide from your problems. It was some pretty ugly shit, that's your business. No, please. And honestly, I can't say I care one way or another about the people you've killed either. I'm just not made that way. Unfortunately, you've dragged me into your charade, and now there's a lot more at stake than either of us. So this time you're going to look, boy. You're going to keep your eyes wide open through all the scary parts. No, I won't. Yes, Gabriel. Yes, you will. Because I'm sick to death of this shit. I can't. And it ends here where it began. I can't see. Oh, I think you can see just fine. Which is a good thing, Gabriel, because I wouldn't want you to miss anything. It's such a wonderful game, and I really am going to need your full attention. Help me, please.
Why the hell should I help you? You killed all those people for him, didn't you? He couldn't have done all that by himself. At least he had an excuse. You're just a murderer. So why should I do anything but stand here and watch you die?
Because you're not like him. You're good, aren't you? You have to help.
Wrong. I'm not any better than he is. This ain't about good guys and bad guys. I'm just a raven, and all I have to do is stand here and wait for you to die. Eat a few bites of what's left. That's what ravens do.
Oh, wow. You can talk.
Yeah, Sherlock, I can talk. I'm a talking bird now. Call him an ambulance or I'm gonna wreck your stupid face off.
He hears the librarian, voice sharp and neat as the edges of the pages into the books. "Matthew?" the voice asks, just once, very quiet, and a little fear somewhere underneath. He'll answer because he likes the librarian, Lucian, the man who was the very first Raven, and because he needs to be needed, needs to be trusted. But first, there's something else. Over so fast, circle closed, and he suspects this is a part where he should feel satisfied, fulfilled, certain of himself, proud. After all, he's done his job, what the Raven would have said he'd been made to do. In the end, Gabriel Ash saw himself, cowering, helpless victim, face niveling behind blood and tears, and he knew that he saw the truth, all the truth there was to see. Saw himself, not the thing that put him there, not something strong and sleek and vicious to dole out dark like poison candy to nasty children. But the nightmare only feels tired. Tired and very hungry.
How'd it go?
What do you want now?
I just thought you might, need someone to talk to.
No, there's nothing to say.
Oh. Okay, I'll go then. Lucian was calling me a while ago, if you're sure.
Maybe there's nothing to say. Maybe it's over. Maybe it'll never be over. Either way, you can tell the librarian that his breach is closed. But I suppose he'll have figured that out by now.
Yeah, probably. Then I guess I'm out of here.
Birdie?
Yeah?
Thanks.
Hey, no problem anytime. See you around, okay?
Yeah. See you, Matthew.